Jesus.
So that's a poop story. What you got?
Yeah, let's hear your best poop story.
Poop, poop, poop.
I my pants once. You asked.
You asked.
No, you asked.
You asked in your pants.
Yeah.
I love that. Welcome back. We've made it this far.
This far.
We made it. We're really doing it.
Wait, this far from what?
The last episode. It did. A lot's changed. But first and foremost, I would like to welcome you back to the newest session. I'm Jimmyj Jam, and this here is...
Sanae Garcia. That's me.
Why don't you roll them in? Bring them in. Invite them in.
I want you to do it.
No way, dude. You saw what happened on the last episode?
Go ahead, do it. You got it this time.
Welcome back
Mm-hmm. That's right.
to the only podcast that's just like a...
Wait, you forgot to say what the podcast is called.
Welcome back to the Tattoo Budcast, the only podcast that's like a tattoo appointment minus the tattoo. Whew. Was that it?
That feels like an appointment. That feels like a tattoo appointment.
You thought you were at a tattoo?
No, that's what it's supposed to be.
Where it's like a tattoo appointment.
Welcome back to the only podcast that feels like a tattoo session, minus the tattoo.
The only podcast? Is that what you said?
Podcast.
Podcast?
Anyway, so we are here. We're back in the studio with our girl, Goonies June.
That's what's up, dude.
Better known as Goonies Ulloa.
And I've got a hot, raspy voice today.
Oh, what?
A hot, raspy voice.
Huh?
Stop, James.
No, you're gonna make it worse. Goonies is now a cigarette, Thea. But yeah, she's just here to hang out. So, what's up, Goonies? How you been since your last session with us?
Yeah, a lot's changed, huh?
My voice is one, but
Yeah, your balls dropped.
yeah,
Puberty will do that to
puberty
a boy.
hit really, really hard. Yeah, but yeah, it's been great.
That's good. So, do you have any shows booked while your voice is like that?
shit.
Not for a little while, thankfully.
You ever had to do that live?
What, my voice?
Sing with a voice that was non-existent?
Not non-existent, but I think I've played with my voice like this
Yeah.
and just screamed it out.
Was it worse after?
Yeah.
You're gonna get voice notes.
That's like the most annoying thing
Did you
to
guys
deal
watch
with. Pitch Perfect?
Yeah, I did. I have no.
Yeah, she like breaks it to them like she has cancer or
Have
something.
you ever seen it?
I love those movies. Well, okay, I love the first one. Second one was okay. Third
I
one
thought it was
was
good. I thought they were all good.
the third one was dumb.
I don't think I saw the
It
third
turned
one.
into like an action movie.
That's
Oh.
okay.
That's becoming another one of those feel-good movies for me. I'll just put it on in the background.
I don't want to know that.
Yeah. I don't want to know what makes him feel good.
I'm embarrassed. What do you guys want to talk about now?
I actually have something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Are you guys familiar with those sip and paints?
It's like the middle-aged. You go drink wine and try to paint a wine glass or a bushel of grapes, and it looks like.
You're on to the first one, but you're also mixing it with the high school art class. So you go and like you have drinks with all your middle-aged friends, and then like the teacher or the host of the class teaches you how to like paint a forest silhouette with like a mock of like Starry Night or whatever, like something like that. Okay, so I want you guys to watch this video, and want you guys to react out loud.
Oh my gosh!
Like two
that?
girls-
Well,
one cup.
first I have to play it.
Let's practice. Oh my goodness! Oh my Goonies!
Why is she in her mouth?
It's your gallery. Get out of there. If you like paint and sip, you'll love this.
You're f***ing lying.
Oh, I think I did see this.
Okay, well, react.
It's so much harder than it looks, and I have zero artistic skills, but it was so fun.
Dude.
It was really cool to do something different.
No.
That's pretty silly.
So what are your guys' thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't know if it's that alarming, but it's kind of cringy.
It is, because then you're going to get a bunch of girls being like,
I could
I'm
get
taking
ass.
appointments for tiny tattoos.
Yeah.
I could
We're like,
get
oh,
ass.
great. Now you're going to pop up everywhere with thinking that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, like, I get, like, oh my gosh, like, people are just doing it for fun, but they're not, though.
Some might.
Probably majority of them are actually doing it for fun. But first of all, that's not how you tattoo one-handed. But, that's all they're teaching them is to go from the ink to the fake skin and nothing else. And people are going to use those skills that they use, and some are going to try to apply that to real life.
And be like, I mean, I did it once. And then just practice on their friends or their dogs because they're sick people.
What the fuck? Yeah.
That's what we're getting at, right?
Yeah.
Animals?
So that brings me to our next topic. I'm just animal cruelty.
That's weird. I mean,
It's a bummer, dude.
yeah.
Like, I mean, it sucks that okay, if I speak candidly to only tattooers, it's a bummer and it sucks that, like, it's kind of disrespectful. One of our friends posted that in the comments, and I think she's been fighting with people about it.
I didn't even think about the comments. Is there a bunch of tattooers in there talking?
Someone says, I think a lot of people are missing how dangerous this is. Just because it's an art class doesn't mean it's safe for people who are not trained properly. That's true too. Like, because they're getting drunk and
yeah.
using needles, moving at a very high rate. This event is a disgrace. This needs to be shut down. And then here's the other side. I don't understand how this is offensive. You don't see painters/artists getting hostile when somebody shares their experience during a paint night.
Yeah.
And then they say, I'm assuming it isn't an actual tattoo gun. That's why you shouldn't be using it.
It's not a gun.
And of course it is. What does she think, that they made kid ones for her? Dumb. So that's somewhere in.
It's not a engraver. It's an
Is that
actual
Australia?
tattoo.
One of my home girls actually sent it to me, and she was like, you should do this out here. And I was like, no, dude, I actually hate that.
Was it a tattooer that sent that?
No,
just
it was
saw-
one of my friends.
I just saw commented on
Oh,
it.
darn it, that's what I was looking for. Well, I didn't want to out her, but I think she was arguing with people in the comments. Darn
Good
it,
for
let me
her.
Pull it back up. She says, one of our friends commented, no, this is such a slap in the face to my career and craft. And let's see what the trolls got
Whoa,
to say
she got
about
27 replies.
it. Yeah. Okay, so she's got somebody that agrees. Thank you for the follow. Hosted an event like this at the studio I worked at, and I promise it's not, at least not in our case. So it's not because they're the ones that hosted the
And they're tattooers, is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I guess they have a tattoo shop and they hosted an event like this. I missed 20 years ago when people had respect for the craft. White girls want to be cute for Instagram.
That's the name of the shop? Just kidding.
It's the name of the sip and paint.
I thought it was just me who thought the same. Okay, whatever. Anyways. Oh, here we go. Somebody, an antagonist. It's really not that deep. Or I should say a contrarian.
You should say it Australian.
A contrarian. Wait, that was British.
That was British.
Down under. A contrarian. No, I don't. I can't.
I can't. I can't.
No, I'm not threatened. I think it's disrespectful. Learn to read.
Yeah, stick to pottery.
Yeah, you guys get drunk and paint. You don't need to get drunk and ink. The fact that it's called a sip and ink is icky.
Just hearing it, you could tell what the logo looks like. It's just this, like, bullshit.
Sparrow.
Sparrows with
Clip
like,
art.
Wine glass.
the banner that's like thick and you see the folds and it has like the sharp.
Yeah, that are all like.
Yeah.
I'm all thinking if I've done those banners on my tattoos lately. I'm like,
No, I've been watching it and I would let you know.
Would you ever host a sip and ink if you were dead broke?
no. I'd do like a sip and paint. Because it'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That sounds like it sounds dangerous for one.
Now, would you think it's okay to do a sip and paint and teach them how to draw. Okay, maybe a sip and draw, and teach them how to draw like a traditional rose or traditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, that's okay.
Yes.
So it's not like we're like saying they can't have any part of fun or any kind of fun with any part of the industry.
Mm-hmm.
But a machine is a little crazy. I think part of it too, why it's offensive and why nobody outside of the industry would ever understand, is because we die to get our hands on a machine at the beginning, especially if you're an apprentice. Or when you started, James, did you just jump?
You couldn't just get good machines back then. It was actually a friend of mine who had been tattooing for a long time that got me my first like real machine.
And what machine did you practice with first? Was it your own, or you had to use whatever extras he had?
It was the artist that taught me.
Uh-huh.
He gave me machines,
Mhm.
and they were like kind of generic, like Spalding machines.
Time machine? Oh.
And I know, not those, but yeah, there were ones that he just kind of rebuilt himself, and they weren't anything like crazy.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I guess I just kind of want the industry to keep some of its tradition and spark alive. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, as colonized, I guess, as it is. But, like, some of that, like...
Integrity.
Yeah.
Man, dude, it sounds even cooler when she says it with her voice like that.
Oh, yeah. Say it again?
It gave me goosebumps.
Integrity.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, dude. I
She
wanna
sounds...
Oh, horny.
It
I want to
sounded,
be a cigarette aunt.
sounded like you're like dying words in a movie.
Oh, my gosh.
Integrity.
It's like she's the female Clint Eastwood.
Fuck, I hope not.
Yeah, because you're all racial.
Is he racial?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know
I didn't
about
know
in
that.
real life, but in
I mean-
in Gran Torino, he was racial as fuck.
Yeah.
Remember? Remember, he don't like the Asian kids.
My sister has
Except for
these-
the one, and then he gives them his Gran Torino.
Yeah, that was cool.
Heartwarming.
I'm confusing it for somebody else, I think. But
Oh, no, maybe we're wrong. Who are you thinking? John Wayne?
I
John
think
Wayne
John
was
Wayne.
actually
Yeah.
racist, yeah. I feel like Clint Eastwood
No.
was the modern day John Wayne.
I don't think John Wayne was, but I know.
Fuck yeah, he was.
I know Elvis Presley was.
Yeah, Hims was too.
I think my mom was just talking about it
Grace.
the other day. One of his famous quotes was, "I would rather kiss a dog than kiss a Mexican."
Oh, man.
Shut the fuck
There
up.
goes my shot.
Yeah.
I hope all the Mexicans know that.
I know. And then how horny they
Yeah.
all are. Dude, you go to the swap meet, everything Elvis Presley.
Yeah, but then again,
Elvis Presley cobija.
the Mexicans love Morrissey, and Morrissey's a piece of shit.
Is he racist? No, he likes Mexican. He's like
likes
known for loving
Mexicans,
Mexicans.
yeah.
But that's the thing is like he's like maybe racially, what's the word? Like he is racist in a benign way where like like so many Latinos love him, right? So he comes out wearing the Mexican flag, but that's just like homogenizing everyone, like, because it's not just like he could wear a flag that has all the Latin countries, but he's just like, y'all are Mexicans to me.
True.
Which I mean, like, I guess it's like he's doing it to be nice, but it's kind of a dick thing to do.
He's
But-
poetic, is what it is.
Tell Goonies what you wanted your first tattoo to be while I look this up.
I'm busy drinking. There's a lot in here, so it's gonna be a while.
You're breathing into your cup again.
Huh? I'm drinking, dude. Stop talking. Okay, so my first idea for a tattoo for a chest piece.
Go ahead, check it out. You don't think John Wayne is racist? Here's him playing Genghis Khan
That's his
in
cousin,
yellow
dude.
face. That's his Mongolian cousin.
Yikes.
Yeah.
He played an Asian guy. Look what they did to this man. They just gave him straight across brows.
That is a white man.
Yeah, like you're not fooling anyone, Mr. Wayne. Oh man. Whatever.
Why is that saved in your favorites?
Okay, go ahead and tell Goonies what you wanted your first tattoo to be.
My first
While I
chest
look up
piece, I
this
think I was
next.
16, and I was very much into Morrissey and the Smiths. So I wanted a chest piece that I drew, and it was just like weird looking skull with ugly ass fucking neo traditional roses that I thought were cool. And the
Did the
banner,
skull have a pompadour?
no, the head was where the petals were. And
Sick.
I had a banner. It was gonna have a banner, and it was gonna say December spawned a monster instead of November spawned a monster, like his song.
His
I
Did I
wish-
just give you goosebumps right now?
Yeah. I wish you would have gotten it.
Your voice about to get deeper?
Yeah.
I remember why John Wayne's racist.
Why?
Because after the... Oh, God, I don't even know what year this was, but I remember him saying, there was like a quote of him saying that black people can't govern themselves, or like they don't have I don't want to butcher this, but something about like they don't have what it takes to govern themselves because they're not educated enough or something. Super bigoted.
Well, no, he threw a shit fit too when homegirl, that Native American lady,
We have all these half facts.
I know, forgot her name and I'm sorry. She accepted an award at the Academy Awards, I think it was.
Oh shit.
For an actor, but I don't remember who. And she went up there and talked about how talked about like Native American erasure and stuff like that. And then afterwards, they like tried it. She got booed on stage, and then afterwards, they like when she was getting off the stage, John Wayne. I think it was John Wayne. I'm pretty sure it was him. Tried to like tackle her and was like trying to attack her. Like security had to like,
What?
hold her back.
This sounds like a present day situation, like the
Yeah,
that could have been.
it could have totally been a thing
History
now.
repeats itself.
But they ended up giving her like they ended up like apologizing to her and like just recently, I think it was like last year, they like put out like an actual statement.
I remember too that the whole John Wayne and the what he said about his racist views towards black people. That's why USC took him out of their, I don't know what monument they had to him.
Oh really?
But yeah, and this was like, I want to say when the BLM movement was cracking in like 2020.
I didn't know all this about the Duke.
The Duke is a dick.
Duke is a dick.
You're rethinking your John Wayne tattoo?
He got a dookie mouth.
Duke is a dick can't be the name of this episode.
No, but Duke is a duck could be.
Oh, that's good.
Suck a Duke.
All right, so
So we're already off to a racial start. We already talked about what pisses us up about people tattooing.
are we gonna talk about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we could.
You were talking about Taylor Swift getting booed.
Yeah, she got booed. Big time.
Tight. All
How
right.
do you feel about that?
I feel pretty good.
Let's let Goonies take this one.
He's trying to get out of it.
Oh, because you love
'Cause he's a
Taylor
Swiftie.
Don't talk about Tay Tay like that.
Ew.
Ew. Go ahead.
Gross.
You fucking,
I turned into a Taylor Swift chess piece.
you pacifist. Go ahead.
No, I'm kind of over. I'm sorry, Taylor, but we're done,
What if she wants to come on the show?
dude. I love you.
Sal out.
The 1989 album, fucking bangers, beginning to end. Have you heard it in its entirety?
No.
Where? No.
Nuh-uh. I haven't heard anything since Speak Now.
I mean, she was on top of the world, obviously, and I just feel like she's still kind of up there. But I just kind of got burnt out. It was like, all right, just kind of take a seat,
Why do you think everyone was booing her?
because my educated guess was
Oh, educated.
I'm not a sports guy myself, but I
Crack
know
those
she's
fucking gummies
dating a sports guy,
She's dating a sports guy?
a sports performer.
Uh-huh.
So my guess is maybe her relationship with him is probably affecting his performance.
You're like, so he came out in his costume. In his
because
sports costume.
because all that shit, all the little sideline shit matters to so many people. Like all of the handicappers for like any sport.
Handicappers.
That's what
the
they're
fuck
called.
Is that?
That's what you never heard that?
No.
Your family would know. They're gamblers.
Handicappers?
Mhm.
No, dude.
That's what it's
They're
called.
called special needs.
Special needs sports bettors.
No, what are handicappers? Explain.
They turn it all into like equations, like the variables of all. These are fucking bomb.
These
the
are
way.
really good.
Lucas Gummies.
Like the odds of, for horse racing, for example, there's odds on each of the horses. Like, this is the chance of this horse winning. This is the
Okay.
chance of this horse winning. When the odds are a lot lower, the payout is bigger.
Oh, yeah. So since everyone's a Taylor Swift fan, it's fucking up the payout of the...
Exactly. Like
Chiefs,
sports
'cause-
guys, like,
Wait, are they still called the Chiefs?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's racial.
That's racial.
That's why they were booing her.
Probably. I just watched the movie Casino the other day. And Robert De Niro, he's like the biggest.
Ooh, I
And
love that movie.
So good.
I want to be Sharon Stone in that movie.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
She's a fucking shit show.
Okay, I want to be her.
She becomes so annoying. I was so in love with her until she cut her hair short on there.
Okay. I want to be her at the beginning when she's a hustler.
Oh, yeah. And then she throws the whole rack of chips in the air. And then that's when Robert De Niro falls in love with her, and he's just, like, staring at her.
And she's like tipping the valet and everyone, too.
But on that movie, they explain how good of a handicapper Robert De Niro was, to the point where, like, even if he found out, like, one of the players on a certain team did cocaine the night before, it's going to affect the odds of that team winning the next day. So I think that's my guess. That's why they booed her. Maybe there's more shit that happened, and that's
actually a hot take right now. Because what I saw was people were trying to say, oh, it's because she was trying to help Blake Lively. You guys know what's going on.
Oh, that's
with
a
Blake
whole
Lively
other thing.
shit. Which, the stadium full of fucking straight bros doesn't know what the fuck's going on with Blake Lively. At least I don't think.
Or care at the matter.
Uh-huh. But then somebody else that I came across posted, everyone booed her because MAGA doesn't forget who's not part of the Klan. And I guess you came out in support of Kamala or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That, I didn't even think about that. But, like, she's always in the fucking tabloids, and I never really pay attention. But that's a good point.
But then I think Kendrick would have got booed as fuck.
And everybody was singing along.
So it's most likely the sports reason.
Or that they just think that, yeah, and even if it's not the handicapper, like, bets related, maybe they just think, like, oh, our boy's failing because he's over here cupcaking with his bitch.
See, you know that. I said that the other day, and somebody was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Sports.
Cupcaking, you ever hear of it? Like being all cute with somebody when you're, like, in love? Like, all the phone and twirling your hair.
Kicking your feet.
That's totally...
Do I look
That's
like
who I am as a person.
Know what cupcaking is?
I know. Does her voice sound like she's ever met a cupcake in her life?
No.
Give me beer and pizza.
She's got like 1-900 vibes right now.
She thinks you're talking about the cupcake cheap wine.
1-900 Goonies.
Cigarette Thea.
Yeah.
1-900 Goonies. Maybe that's the name of the episode. Remember the hotline?
I don't know.
Girl 6. Remember that movie? Me neither. It was dirty.
What is it?
Like the hotlines where you call to sex talk with people?
Oh, hell no. That's what
That's
it would
bad.
be.
There would be one named after me, as always.
Oh, no. This one, bud?
Yeah.
This was a movie?
Yeah.
And it takes...
A Spike Lee joint.
Oh, not a Spike Lee joint. And then, what's that girl's name?
I forget her name, but I like her.
I don't know why this won't let me.
She was on Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah, she's the cokehead girlfriend.
The friend of the cokehead girlfriends. Because he was with her friend in the beginning, and then he started seeing her on the side.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, shout out Spike Lee. Come on the show.
Shout out Spike Lee. Shout out the Mafia.
We know you're watching.
And fuck the girl that's running the Sip and Ink. Go ahead, bud. You want to pick one?
All right. Mullets?
No, we can't.
What about them?
Yeah, what about them? I think that they're so fashionable right now. And I wish more people had them. As a matter of fact...
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know why she's like this. All right, next topic.
I just don't know why he would try to embarrass you like
this
that.
is actually, it's one that it's probably the only one I wrote. But it's fitting because we have Goonies on the episode.
It's mullets.
It's mullets again.
Yeah.
No, the importance of developing a style as a tattoo artist.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
You don't want to talk about that? This girl sucks.
No, go
What
on.
about a
Gets a
hairstyle?
cool voice and doesn't want to do shit.
Yeah.
I saw her half-ass a tattoo earlier.
Fuck you.
And she was like, well, it's because of my voice. The importance, because I think the reason why I put it down is because I think I saw somebody who, online, it was like maybe like one of those like repost tattoos, and incredible tattoo. But I went to their page and like there was like no defined style.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you see that, like, there's people that have been tattooing
I've
for
seen
years
that, yeah.
and they're fucking great, but it's kind of hard to,
Give me them gummies.
it's kind of hard to pick them out of a lineup. And I feel like Goonies has developed that
Oh my gosh, is this?
with her flash
All three of us
and
have.
her, yeah.
Yeah, is this just
And-
about
yeah, I mean-
sucking Goonies up?
Because I'm down.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I guess like getting into tattooing, like I also I think it's so important, but I also think it's important to kind of stay away from it in the beginning because you need to pick up all of these things from all these different artists, different styles. Then you develop yours. Because I know a couple of people that have gotten into tattooing and they just out the gate like I'm just gonna do my style, and it's like they kind of just paint themselves into a corner, and it's
And then the day
it's-
it comes, you have to do a name or something simple, and they positively cannot.
Exactly. Like, so they just box themselves in, but so like my advice to somebody like trying to do that, I would suggest pick up, you know, do all the different things, repaints of the masters, all that shit. And then as soon as you figure that out and you're decent at that is when you start to like alter things and kind of, but minimal. Don't go fucking crazy because I've seen that done wrong a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you think,
Let's hear it.
Vince?
What? To
Oh
like
my god, I thought you were hitting an inhaler. He's over there hitting his vape.
It's an albuterol geek bar. They just came out for my
a
doctor.
computer. I think it is really important to like develop your own style, but I agree. Like, you just want me to talk so you can make fun of my voice.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, I started off in a black and gray shop, and it was like all Chicano based like artwork, so a lot of like Jack Rudy kind of shit, and
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, I haven't done that style in a really long time, but I still get like flashbacks when I'm doing black and gray stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I do still have this in me.
What, Jake?
Said flashback.
Trying to plug himself.
You didn't pay for ad space, though.
I did.
Oh yeah, he's got one
Take
shirt.
that off right now, dude.
I'm gonna put tape over the name.
If you guys need a guitar tech in the Los Angeles area,
Hit up our boy Jake, Guitar Tech.
The best.
and tell him to pay for ad space. Well, so I agree with what you're saying in that you definitely shouldn't try to be like, and I remember people saying this at the beginning of my career, that you don't have a style till you're like 10 years in, and I
Yeah.
was like, what fucking assholes, you know? But I do think that's true, and I do think that you should start in a street shop or a walk-in shop, whatever.
Yes.
But then the people that never develop their own style and continuously just do whatever comes in, I think that's okay. Because there does need to be, just like, you know, in the circle of life, in like the tattoo
Culture?
ecosystem, there does need to be those people that work in street shops and do it all and are actually reputable and good,
Yeah.
as opposed to it always just being newbies, you know? So, I mean, I guess it's not that important to create your own style, but if you're somebody that wants to do your own style, then it absolutely is important to cultivate that over time, how
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah, and that's a good place to be. Don't get me wrong. Like you were saying,
Mm-hmm.
like there needs to be those people. Like that's great. But I think it's if you're trying to take it to the next level and kind of
They're kind of like selling themselves short a little bit.
yeah,
I can see
you're
that.
branding yourself, and then people come to you for exactly what you do, and then it makes you happier because it's the shit that you love to do.
And I also have been, online, and you see somebody like that did a fucking killer tattoo. So you go to look at the rest of their work thinking it's going to be just like that. And then if I was somebody that was looking to book, I wouldn't go to them if that
Yeah.
was the only one I saw, because I wouldn't be
Sold.
confident. I wouldn't be confident that it wasn't just a one-off and like maybe they just tried the style and they hit
Yeah.
that one out of the park, and now like who knows what it's going to look like when they do it again. You
Yeah.
know? If you're trying to build a reputation and your own clientele, you have to build a style. If you're somebody that, if you just want walk-ins, work in street shops, because like let's face it, like maybe there's somebody that they have kids, they really can't keep up with the clientele, so they have to just be able to check into a shop,
Yeah.
8 to 5 and leave after that. then I mean they really don't. Like, I guess it just depends where you're trying to go with your career, right?
The ecosystem is the perfect way of putting it,
Yeah.
because everybody in in it has a place of importance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think like getting to that level does also require a good means of marketing. You're not going to like post everything on social media and stuff, because that's the new walking into a shop.
Yeah.
You have to like brand yourself and kind of, limit what you're posting on there. It's okay to do it, and we think we all still kind of do it, like stuff that we don't post, and that's one of the reasons why we don't post your tattoo.
Because it's not our style.
You know what I mean? It's not something that we're trying to push, like, for ourselves in our careers, what we want out of tattooing. Not that we won't do it. We will do it for the most part, except for Sanae.
What happened?
I know. Is there a style that you won't do?
Yeah, I won't do a lot of traditional Japanese. I won't do a lot of traditional, or I won't do any traditional Polynesian.
Yeah, same.
Only because there are actually rules to both of those things, and I don't know all of them. I'm not I obviously I have like zero Polynesian in me, so I can't bless you with a tattoo that is, done correctly or whatever. So
Yeah.
those I there used to be a place, I think it was called something Jungle in I don't know if they're still around in Long Beach, but
It's funny you mentioned that. You were talking about like you won't do traditional Japanese. I just talked to my boy Kong out in Vegas the other day, and he is definitely the old school mentality. Like he like you can't just get information out of him, even if you work with him.
right.
You got to earn it. You got to earn everything, and like these are the things that make you who you
he's
are.
for sure a gatekeeper.
Yeah, and but he recently moved shops, and he was like, I kind of found a new inspiration. Like there's some of the people there doing some neo stuff, some of the people there doing traditional Japanese, and he was like, I always felt it would be disrespectful to do traditional Japanese because that's just not the artist that I am. Out of respect. And he was like, but a lot of them, after talking with a lot of them, they were like, the people like the traditional Japanese artists over there, they really don't give a shit because they're doing it the pure way, whatever, and it's not disrespectful to them. You're just doing a take on what they do.
I don't think that it's so much well, I think it is disrespectful to do a cultural tattoo, like I was saying Polynesian.
Yeah.
Like that. Well, I guess Japanese would be cultural too. But the reason I don't do it is because I can't draw it, and I'm a firm believer if you can't draw it, you shouldn't tattoo it.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's anything wrong when I see somebody that's like well educated in it. Like, for instance, who was the big one that was on? Remember Chris Garver?
Yeah.
Like, he was like a huge Japanese guy, but I think he was all like educated in it and shit. And so, like, by all means, go for it. But I can't draw it, so I don't think I should. I think I should be the last one doing a full sleeve of koi fish.
Yeah. So when girls go to the bathroom, they're not in there shitting, and I mean, I'm sure they're peeing.
Are you talking about like when girls at a bar go to the bathroom?
It doesn't matter because it could be anywhere, and girls will be like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the bathroom." It never happens when a girl is audibly pooping.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing about going in groups because you're being loud asses in the bathroom, so you can't hear.
Camaraderie in the bathroom doesn't exist at a regular lunch date. Like, you might go with your friend that was at the table. You might be like, do you have to go to the bathroom? Let's go to the bathroom. But, like, you're not talking to strangers in the bathroom unless it's a drunk night out or, like, a bar or a night vibe.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, I like your shoes. And then she's like, oh, I got them at this place. And
So when you hear
could you take a picture of us?
So when you hear somebody pooping, do you guys all like raise your volumes to like get her back?
I feel like you never hear someone pooping. Like, it just smells like shit.
Yeah.
But
I just ignore it. Yeah.
Like, they're flushing as they're shitting. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just hear like bloop, 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 bloop. Like, I can't say I've ever heard that in a girl's bathroom.
Everybody has a stomach situations every now and again where it's just like, Brah!
Well, yeah, but you just ignore it.
It feels like a safe space in the women's room. I think I'm gonna start using it from now on. I'm sorry, Mr.
Fuck
Trump.
no, dude. Sometimes it smells so bad in
Really?
there. Yeah.
And then sometimes,
Like straight funk.
and there's like toilet paper and like tampons.
You know what I don't appreciate is I understand why people would want to hover when they go to the bathroom, like when they pee, you don't want to sit on the seat. Sure. I'm not a hoverer. I'm a triple liner, and then I'll pee. Some girls will just hover. You can tell they don't line it, like they just sit higher off the seat, and then they leave a fucking mess. If you're going to do that, at least be courteous enough to wipe the seat when you're on your way out so the next girl doesn't have to wipe your nasty pee off the seat.
Right.
Yeah. I had the biggest phobia of toilet seats growing up.
Oh, like were you the kind that wouldn't poop at when you're out and stuff?
Me.
Yeah. Or if I was, literally fucking like at least 10 layers of toilet paper. Like
I
all
was
of the
just talking
different-
about that with somebody. I was telling them that I went to Coachella one year, and all they had was like porta potties and shit. So
Oh.
I
The
did
worst.
not shit that entire weekend, and by the last day, I was like at the festival, face down on the grass.
Yeah.
With the big, like the worst stomach ache because I did
Oh
not want
shit!
I-
In a porta potty, I'm doing. Thanks to my ancestors, I'm doing one of these situations. I'm all the way up. Look at this is the sides.
Do you aim?
That's me.
Can you aim when
That's
you're in
me.
that position?
Yes.
I hit you with
Just
a
like-
I hit you with a ping pong ball right now.
Whoa! When I did Warp Tour in 2010, it was 2 months of outdoor shitting, and that was the fucking
Just porta
worst.
potties, porta potties, porta potties.
Yeah, there was one time that I
hate that.
had a long night of drinking and eating like shit, which happened a lot. And I was like, uh-oh, I've got to go. And I was like in the parking lot, like where all the buses were. The first one that I saw, it was open, and I saw that there were people like sitting next to it on a park bench. and I walk out, and it was the band Sum 41. It was their private porta potty for the day.
You shit in some you did. You
A
did a
dump
sum
41.
number 2,
Yeah.
a number 2 in the sum 41 bathroom.
a dump 41. Yeah, I fucking.
Wait, what was their song?
So-
And
And then I realized.
storming through the party like my name was El Nino. One time, we were at this. I was in Virginia, at this like my sister was stationed out there, and we were at this like 4th of July festival, whatever, in the park. And all of a sudden, my little niece, I won't say which one it was, but my niece was like. But she's like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, out of nowhere. And she was a little girl. Like, so it was like, we got to go to the bathroom right now, and she said her stomach hurt. So, like, they could barely control regular bowel movements at that age. So I got everyone in line to let us go ahead, like, because she was, like, about to shit her pants. So whatever, we go in the porta potty. Bad enough being in there by yourself, right? So I'm in there now with a toddler. And she's pooping, whatever, and she's just blowing it up,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Like, there's actually pictures that we took at the photo booth right before she said she had to go to the bathroom, and we're all smiling. And when you look at her in the picture, she's like, like she looks so miserable, poor thing. And she's a little girl wearing like whatever stupid props, Uncle Sam props they had at this thing, and she was. So anyways, she's fucking it up, dude. Like, I'm like, how is so much coming out of this little girl? Like, this poor thing probably didn't shit in fucking days and nobody noticed. Anyways, so she tells me she's done.
And you had to clean it up.
And I'm like, cool. I got it, whatever. So I started unrolling the toilet paper. I'm cleaning her up. She fucking shits more while I'm cleaning her up, dude.
Oh my god.
She shit onto my fucking hand. And I'm the only adult there in this situation. So I'm trying to be a grown up and not fucking gag and run in circles.
I would have died.
Like I just saw a magic trick from David Blaine. I was like, this game about you.
I would have bailed on her. It's like, sorry.
Dude, it was so fucking
I would've just hosed her
gross.
down.
It was thinking about it, it's making me want to gag. It was so hot. Ugh. Anyways, so she finished on my hand.
I don't know about
Don't
that.
say that.
Yeah.
She took a dump on my hand. Much better. And
Isn't that crazy that sounds better?
yeah, because CPS was on their way. Anyway, so yeah, she finished pooping, and then thank God it was one of the porta potties that had a sink.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it didn't matter because after like someone shits directly on your hand, dude, you never
wanna
feel
chop
clean
off
again.
that hand.
Yeah, you never feel clean again.
You don't
So
eat with
I
that hand for like a month.
I dry wiped, I washed. When we got back to my family, I sanitizer, and then it rained on us that day too, and I was
And
like,
you held your hand up.
thank God. Yeah. I was like, Father, forgive me. Like, it was fucking disgusting, dude.
Jesus.
So that's a poop story. What you got?
Yeah, let's hear your best poop story.
Poop. I shit my pants once. You asked.
You asked.
No, you asked.
You asked in your pants.
Yeah.
I love that.
Tell us about that.
I want to use that one now.
I want to do that now.
What shit your pants?
No,
almost
ass. He wants ass in his pants.
It's like somehow cute.
It seems less threatening.
I was out.
Oh no.
No, I was out at a bar or whatever and stuff, drinking, and then I had like called it a night early. I was walking to. At the time, I was living at my mom's, and I had to park far because there's no parking like close to my mom's apartment. So I had to park in like the next neighborhood over. I was like, "Fuck! I gotta take a dump. And as I like parked, I was like, "I am not gonna fucking make it to the
man.
house." As I was walking, and then I was walking
You
in
do
the
the
middle of the
straight
street
thing?
where I was like doing that like weird walk, like trying to like clench my butt cheeks together, and I was like,
Doing that uptight white person like power
and
walk.
then I just kept walking, like, damn it.
So you walked in your house with shit pants?
Yep.
Why didn't you like shit in a bush or something?
I was walking in the middle of a street. I was not gonna make
Seems
it
like
into
a
a
bad.
bush.
I would have, yeah. I don't know if I would have been on display for the entire neighborhood. I would have like walked near the trees or something.
No,
You chose the middle of the street.
Well, because I had to walk to my apartment, so.
At least at that point, though, you feel safe walking home as a girl because you're like, ain't nobody attacking
Ain't nobody
me.
fucking with
There's
me
literal
either."
shit.
'Cause that's
in
what
my
they tell you
pants.
to do, right?
I wish someone would. That's what they tell you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get abducted,
Shit your pants.
to shit your pants. Yeah. I went on a date with some girl that was
Abducted you.
Shit her pants.
So I had to shit my pants.
She was gross, so I shot my pants. You
No,
were trying to fuck me.
her dad was like the captain of a police department, and he always told her that, like, don't forget. And so, it was don't forget to shit your pants.
Here's Daddy's daily
Hey,
reminder.
if it goes south,
She's constantly constipated.
she's saving it.
You gotta use it.
Yeah, no, it's
At the right time.
Because nobody wants to.
Fuck somebody when they shit their pants.
Yeah.
Shit.
Unless that's their fetish. If there's mud on the field.
Eat ass.
Play ball. That's disgusting. What about you, Jake? You ever shit your pants?
I did. Actually.
Yesterday.
Yeah, nobody thought you didn't.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I do that.
It was fucking tacos gravilan, dude.
Oh.
Gavilan.
Gravilan.
Gravilan.
Yeah. Dude, I remember it was like not too many months after I had started, I think dating my girl. I was with her.
This poor girl. She always
Dude,
gets.
I was in bed for 3 days because my stomach's like pretty fucked up already. So
Yeah.
boom, I fucking went.
Boom. I wish you guys could have seen the visual. He
would
went
you say
boom.
Like, I was like, no, the fucked up part was that I was in my bed though.
Oh man.
So I was like,
So you shit the
no,
bed.
like, I got up so fast. I was like,
No.
fuck.
Mattresses are expensive.
No, really. For
He got up without bending his knees.
Like Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
Luckily, it only got on the sheets. It didn't get like on the bed.
It didn't absorb.
Yeah, and I was like, fucking shit, man.
I'll say.
But I haven't had Gravilan since then. Fuck that.
Gravilan.
Stop calling him that. But you know what? The last time I had it, I was disappointed in it.
I prefer it over King Taco.
Me too. I fucking.
King Taco.
Can we
They're
just go
kinda
in on
assholes,
King
yeah.
Taco real quick? How the fuck you gonna be a taco place with no lemon?
Yeah.
It's not
They
for
say,
me.
well, it's in the meat.
Yeah, when you ask, they say it's marinated.
That was racial.
That was so racial.
Well, they say that. They say it that way.
You're like, pero it was. Yeah, I hate how they don't have lemon, and then they want to get an attitude whenever you ask for it. And it's like, if this many people have asked for it, that you now have an attitude, maybe you guys should just have it.
Yeah, that would
Because
make you better.
It's what the
stupid.
people want.
Yeah. Have you guys ever had to poop outside?
No,
I don't think so.
I not by choice.
Well, the Goonies technically did.
Oh well, yeah, that was your
Poonies.
pants. No, that was inside your pants. Like camping or anything?
No.
I don't think so. I think I've only gone to camping places with
Porta
Facilities.
potties.
with facilities, yeah. But maybe we should move on from this.
I only want to talk about this. I have a boner under here.
And he's prairie dogging. So it's coming out the front and the back.
All right, next topic.
You know what's so funny about all this poop stuff is how come in every tattoo shop there's that one person that fucks up the bathroom?
I've been that person. I'm that person.
Well, I feel like here it doesn't matter because the building
Yeah.
has a bathroom. Like, it's not like we have one in the shop. But think of every street shop you've worked at. There's always that one person that you just know fucks it up.
Are you talking about a coworker or a client?
Coworker.
Oh yeah, I know him. I fuck it. My bathroom.
It's still you.
Our old shop.
Mm-hmm. I already know
My
him.
station was the last station at the back, right next to the bathroom. And this guy lived on
7-Eleven pizza.
7-Eleven pizzas every day. 7-Eleven pizzas and beer. So it was.
I'm
it
like
was-
trying to guess who.
I don't think you know
I
him.
don't think you
Oh.
know him, but man, that was the fucking like the paint literally peeled off the walls.
That's
It was that
so
bad.
gross.
I
I
don't
was
know.
so mad every time. All right, more poop or what?
No, I don't even know how we went off on poop.
How he spiraled into poop.
Yeah, it was a shitstorm.
Do you guys post every tattoo you do?
Nope.
Fuck no.
Because this kind of ties into what we were talking about earlier, like developing a style.
Yeah.
If you're trying to develop a style, that's one of the ways people cock block themselves is by posting every tattoo they do, right?
Yep.
Because just because you can do something and just because you executed it well, if you don't want to do more of it, don't post it. Or if it doesn't go cohesively with, you know, what your style is,
If it doesn't
probably
serve your
don't
career.
post it. Yeah. What do you think?
I agree with that. If you're really trying to only do what you want to do, I think it is very important because that just opens up the floodgates for people. Like, oh, like, and I that's happened to me before, where somebody like was like, oh yeah, I saw you did this, and it was something from years ago, and I was like, that girl, that's old me.
I don't even know how to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Change.
But and then sometimes you just simply you can't get a good photo. Sometimes it's hard to get a good photo,
Yeah, that's the worst, huh?
or especially if
It's like warped on the body or something.
yeah
Yeah.
it's
Or
like-
they swelled weird.
Mm.
yeah, it's too glary, or they bleed a lot.
Or if they have stretch marks or bumpity skin, and then it makes your lines look like they were crooked because
Yeah.
they like swelled funny.
Another reason for me anyway is when clients like micromanage too much and it just turns into their design, and it's like,
yes,
this isn't something I
that's
would
a
have
good
composed if
one.
it was up to me completely,
Uh-huh.
but you obviously had to have it your way, and which is fine. That's what I'm here
like
for.
this is fucking Burger King.
Yeah. That's good. Have it your way. I don't feel comfortable posting it because I feel like even composing a tattoo still has a style. Like where you place things. Like everything's kind of important. There's balance, there's color, there's, all kinds of variables. So in those cases, I most likely will not post it. And some clients kind of take it personal. I've had somebody.
I was just gonna ask about
Really?
that.
I've never had a client tell me. Or I've had like friends be like, you didn't post my tattoo.
Yeah.
As like a joke, but
the joke, but there's some truth behind it.
Sometimes I feel bad when I don't post a tattoo, whatever the case is, whether it's because I didn't get a good picture or because you ruined it. But I still won't if I don't think I should. You've had someone get mad at you for it?
I wouldn't say get mad, but like every tattoo I would post, it was like, still waiting. Still waiting. I haven't seen mine yet. I can't.
Clocking your feed.
And then hinting, suggesting, I can't wait till you post mine.
I tattoo a lot of couples. And like they don't get like matching tattoos all the time or anything, but they get like sessions together. And so I'll post their tattoos and they'll go back to my page to see whose tattoo got more likes or like
They have a competition.
who has, yeah. So that is super funny. I love
That is funny.
Yeah, that's
And that
They're
obviously they're not serious.
No,
like,
they
they're
just
not like
fuck with each other
You should have
and-
did mine better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's simply times where I just forget.
yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
too. I have like I'll look through my photos or something and be like, oh fuck, I never posted this shit.
If your artist didn't post yours and you feel a type of way about it, you should probably think about whether you gave them way too much direction because
Yeah.
they just might not be that fucking into it.
Yeah, there's a few like a good handful of reasons why they possibly did not post it. Just don't take it personal.
Or take it personal and stop being so controlling.
Yeah, and if they don't post the tattoo they did for you, they just come to us, we'll post it.
Yeah, stop going to them.
Or we prefer like healed photos over fresh photos,
I
depending
don't.
on what it is.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I know that that's like I've seen a lot of like old school mentality tattooers talk about that. Like if you want to like really show how much of a tattooer you are, post a healed photo. I'm not saying that mine heal bad because they heal fucking great.
I'm saying that though.
But I just love the way a fresh tattoo looks in a photo.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just so hard to get a good picture of a tattoo.
Yeah.
There's so many factors.
There are a lot of tools these days though, and I recently just got one.
Okay, well, you're better than everyone.
It's not a plug. Well, okay.
Yeah, it's not a plug because they're not sponsoring this.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that you can get, and there's things that you can do. Should we talk about it, or are we gonna gatekeep that?
If you guys have a company that makes stuff to photograph tattoos, hit us up and we'll work something
Yeah.
out.
I've seen a lot of amazing tattooers post tattoos that are just bad. Like the photos are.
I thought he was gonna say
No.
something all profound.
No. The tattoos are fucking great, and you can
Yeah.
tell that they're a good tattoo. But I feel like a good picture goes a long way.
I'm so bad at taking pictures.
Are you talking about like editing? Like people edit, like
not-
over edit.
Or just not taking a good
In
a good
general,
photo. Yeah,
yeah.
there is over editing.
Do you look all neon or they're like super realistic and they're like,
Yeah.
Contrast is like
I
super
know
high.
that shit didn't
Yeah.
heal like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's marketing. Like that's where we're at in tattooing right now. It's like people aren't walking into shops anymore, so whatever they see
Yeah.
on social media is their first impression on you. So I think that goes a long way.
That's your sell.
Yeah, that's your new portfolio. Those like physical portfolios don't exist anymore, even at tattoo conventions. That's how it is.
Do you remember like coming into the tattoo shop with a CVS pack of or Costco pack of new printed pictures to update your portfolio like twice
Yep.
a year? I remember that too. Going to a convention without your portfolio, you're like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do?"
It kind of doesn't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't matter.
Like even without social media, like some people will just go and see the artwork that you've created,
Yeah.
and that's a sell enough for them. So sometimes you don't get so lucky, and their art is great and their tattoos are bad.
Great art, bad tattoos.
I've seen it.
Bad application.
I've definitely seen it.
Go ahead and name who it was.
Sanae Kawai. Not Goonies though. She has a good voice.
thank you.
Is there a body part that you guys think is the absolute fucking worst to tattoo?
Neck.
Yeah.
Oh, neck is pretty shit. Neck and throat suck pretty bad.
Yeah,
There's just like no great way to lay them down.
it sucks.
When you said that, I was thinking though the dip. If a girl's super hippie,
Oh yeah.
that dip, especially if they've had kids and it's super stretchy, like there's just no good way to stretch it out
Yeah.
without throwing out your back. In
I
the
was
process.
thinking about that the other day. I don't remember the last time I tattooed ribs.
What's up with that? I haven't
Nobody
tattooed
gets
ribs in a
Their
long
ribs
time.
tattooed. in
I
a
think it's
while.
because everybody wants their tattoos to be visible now, and they don't really give a shit about the parts that are covered. Didn't know.
I can't remember the last time I tattooed a side. Oh, actually, I do, but it was a whole side, and the girl that I did it on is fucking blasted. So it's one of those things where like she has very few spots left.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
But somebody that's coming with nothing and wants their ribs, I think that might be a thing of the past.
You know what body part that it's not that I hate it or it's hard or anything. There's just something about it I don't like to do and it's a simple one, just the outer upper arm.
'Cause the skin is so like.
The skin and then the positioning. I don't like to tattoo at what is that?
Like
What
forward,
degree?
where it's
Forward,
like
yeah.
flat.
I like to tattoo facing down.
You
And
know
that-
what
you lay
I've
them?
seen?
people laying down and getting it done.
Yes, but not laying down and keeping their arm at their side. Laying down, your bed's super high, you're in front of them, they're laying down and their arm is like this. So you're tattooing.
So they're still on their back?
No, they're like this.
Oh, so they're facing you.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
That's a good one.
So you're tattooing like
And you're
that.
close enough to kiss them on the nose
Yeah, or to boop them.
to boop
But yeah,
With the
that's-
machine.
with the machine.
Oh my gosh, have you guys ever accidentally done a drive-by?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
You know what a drive-by is?
Yeah, I don't think I have. I have like on my fingers, on my own fingers.
Oh, I know, and then you're like so scared.
I'm gonna die.
We had a coworker that accidentally did a drive-by on somebody's nose.
Wait, did you
Do you
guys tell me
remember
about
that?
I don't remember that.
That was
that? Bad.
enough for it to stay. He was doing, I think, their chest and went to dip and grazed their nose.
Oh my god.
And he was freaking out. The guy feels it, and thank God for him. I guess it ended up being the like chillest guy that like thought it was hilarious. And he's like, "Hey man, it's a story, isn't it? Like, it's like one for the books. If you tattooed a mark on my nose, I would lose my mind." Could you imagine?
That's fucking
Fuck,
crazy.
dude, that's scary. That made me feel sick.
Didn't you guys have somebody else that like the client moved or something, and then they like the artist like swiped their face or something?
No, I don't know that one. That must be
Oh,
someone
maybe
else.
it
you know.
was maybe the last shop.
Yeah, I don't have any like crazy stories in regards to that. Like it's happened, but it's been like
On the
minor.
design or something.
Yeah.
Well, Jake's got something for us. Jake is our engineer. So go ahead. You have a little segment for
Wait,
us.
What's the most unusual or unexpected thing that inspired a tattoo design for you?
James has a lot of these.
I know one for you.
What?
Your crow.
So I have. I'll hold it close to my face.
Thick fool.
It's a crow. It's like a supernatural thing. Maybe I should have you tell the story. You can narrate my movie.
She doesn't know the story.
Are you in or not?
Sure.
All right. So this is what happened. Me and my best friend growing up, we were drawing at the kitchen table when I was like 10. Maybe, yeah, about 10. And we were up super late, and we were the only people awake. And at the same time, we both saw, flying from the living room into the kitchen, a crow. Like in detail. Like the
Not Brandon Lee.
Yeah, not Brandon Lee. And it was like coming toward us, and like as soon as like we kind of like try to face it and like look at it, it fucking disappeared.
Now fast forward.
A couple days later, there was a sandbox in the school that's behind his house. We were just fucking around catching sand bees, and we noticed it smelled pretty bad, and we started digging, and there was a fucking dead crow in there. What? Yeah. So that was the reason why I got this tattoo. It was just kind of like a what the fuck type of thing. So I wanted to make it look cool and dark.
And that's how they come up with the movie The Crow.
Yeah.
And only one person died.
You don't have any of that.
I have
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Crazy tattoo. I think I'll just have to add a picture in.
Yeah.
It's this. You might recognize him. His name is Bud. And I got it in a white elephant. No crazy story, but when you're at a tattoo shop that we worked at, we decided to do a white elephant where everyone drew a tattoo instead of contributed a gift. And that's what Am's got.
So we could, like most people would say that she won that year because it's good. It was the best design for sure.
Hmm. What else you got for us, Jake?
What Goonies? Do you have any?
Oh yeah, my brother.
That's a good one.
That one is a pretty good one. My brother has a heart condition. He's had it since he was a kid. He has a pacemaker as part of it. But one time we were at the hospital, and they had done X-rays on him because he was gonna get a battery change on his pacemaker. Come to find out, the doctor
That's
comes over.
such high stakes. What happens when you forget to charge your brother?
He just doesn't
Jesus.
suck. And
It's like the Tin Man.
yeah. And the doctor comes back and is like, "Oh yeah, we took like X-rays or whatever." He's like, "Can I ask you?" He's like, "Did you have the pacemaker somewhere else before?" My brother's like, "Yeah, I used to have it on my stomach." And at the time that they did the X-rays, he had it like up on his, his shoulder. And the doctor was like, "Oh, that makes sense." He's like, "You have stray wires in your stomach."
What?
The doctors left. Whoever like moved it from his stomach to his shoulder left a couple stray wires.
Oh my gosh, me as a doctor.
And so ever since then, I called
Yeah.
him my brother the robot. Like he's a robot.
That's so cool.
So I got a robot.
Well, I guess it
tattoo.
was scary, but let me see. I don't think I've ever noticed that tattoo.
It's a little boy in a cardboard box,
How cute.
dressed like as a robot.
And with a little heart patch.
I've
Yeah.
never seen your tattoos before.
I know.
Have you guys met before? This is my friend Goonies. All right, go ahead. I don't like this.
If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Prince. Next question.
Dolly, probably.
Fuck yeah.
Just because that'd be some weird shit.
Yeah.
He would make you like do like absinthe or something first.
Yeah.
I don't know,
He'd
dude.
make me cut my eyeball.
Cut your eyeball.
Yeah, you've never seen that film of his?
I don't know. I've never seen the film.
Is it like accessible online?
Yeah.
Go like this. Now hold it for a couple seconds. There it goes.
I think it's higher. Now it's lower. There you go.
Yeah, that looks about right.
It's gross,
Whoa,
huh?
dude, that film is crazy.
I don't know. As soon as like people ask me some kind of question like that, I forget every artist I've ever heard of.
You know my name.
I'd be willing to collaborate with one y'all, or with one of the viewers. Give me a follow. Let's collab.
How do you handle the pressure of creating something permanent on somebody's body?
This is
That's a
lame.
generic. That's a generic one.
This is lame. You know how I handle the pressure is I smoke a fucking bowl first.
I shit my pants.
You know how I handle the pressure is I run in 3 minutes before they do.
Yeah.
And I draw it while they just sit on the couch.
Yeah, dude, we eat adrenaline for fucking breakfast.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll just not me. Sometimes James will jump out of a plane on his way here.
Yeah.
No, you know that. Okay, so to answer that for real, I remember when I first started tattooing, I would think like, I wonder how long it's gonna be until I stop feeling nervous before a tattoo. I don't know when that switch happened, but I remember thinking that would never go away, and I don't know if when you early on did you guys used to get nervous when somebody would like, they're not even a tattooer but they're watching you do their tattoo and you're like, oh, don't look at me. Now I'm like, they don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't care.
I still don't like it though.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't mind as long as they're not in the way. Because sometimes if I'm tattooing your upper shoulder,
Yeah.
like,
They're like this.
get your fucking nose out of my field of vision.
Yeah. I don't know why it is that I don't like it, but I don't know. Because I'm not nervous while it's happening. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me, I
Does
guess.
it,
This is my space. Get out of my space.
Yeah, like it
Type
breaks
of
your
thing.
focus.
Yeah. So what I do is I ask them a question about like, you get like
About what's happening on the other side of the room, so they have to go like this.
No, and I've noticed that it could be anything, like anything personal, even small. They'll like be looking, you ask them, and then it's just like oh well,
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Tricks of the trade.
But my go-to is probably about food. That's what I ask all of my clients.
Do you
about.
guys get nervous before you perform?
Music? Sometimes.
No porn.
Sexually. No.
You're in the bathroom, like hyping yourself. You got this, big dog. You got Goonies. This is me doing Goonies, pretending I'm Goonies. You got this, big dog.
And not so much anymore. I feel more now that I'm like, I just want to get this shit over with.
Yeah.
See, I wonder how long. So that whole nervous feeling is back now that I've been doing these, comedy open mics, and I wonder when that will go away.
Yeah.
Because,
I know you won't tell us when and where you're gonna be at because we want to show up.
You have another question?
I'm not. She said I'm not allowed to watch until I do stand up with her.
Until he does them. in
Really?
it,
Yeah.
At least.
This is a good question.
Okay.
So, what's a tattoo trend you wish would make a comeback?
Tramp stamps.
I'm not mad at the tramp stamp.
I'm not mad at the tramp stamp. That's a kind of a fun area to tattoo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If you have a good chair, a good bar stool or something for it,
Yeah.
it is a good.
It is
spot.
a really good spot.
Plus, I
and-
feel like now we've gotten a lot like there's like more designs. Like we're a lot more creative in the sense that like we could design a lot like something a lot fucking cooler than we could have in the beginning of our career when
Yeah.
that was still
yeah,
cool.
and you kind of know a little bit more now about like how to accentuate as opposed to just putting them a tribal around a sun like in the middle of their. Sorry, my sister has that.
So does mine. She's gonna fuck you up.
I have a friend that has the
They're
mud
both
flap
gonna
girls.
jump me. Oh gosh.
There's a lot of things that would make it better.
Mhm.
Tattooing, you know.
Like a tribal moon, like a tribal butterfly.
No, I mean as far as like doing it now as opposed to back then.
You know what trend I hate is
All right, say it. Say their
yeah,
name. Say their
yeah.
name.
Call 'em out.
when models have the butterfly wings on each butt cheek giant.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
models.
that's a model thing, huh?
where the like
Or you're
line
talking
is
about
the body.
adult models.
adult models.
Yeah. Are the octopus similar to that?
Oh
I
yeah.
hate
That girl's
that.
famous.
She's modeling so much.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I hate
She
it.
really got to spread her wings after she got that. Or spread her tentacles.
Spread her tentacles.
What about tribal? We were just kind of briefly talking about it.
No.
Have you noticed that it's coming back?
I like when people do like
Mashups?
yeah, like they'll do like a super traditional rose with maybe like a tribal like applique like going through them or something.
Yeah.
But
There's some people that are fucking killing it right now. with
but
it.
as a whole sleeve of tribal or a whole headpiece or something, it does not need to come back.
No.
What about From Dusk Till Dawn? What does that do to you?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is? The movie?
I don't think I've ever seen
Who has it?
George Clooney?
Oh, that's right.
Well, George Clooney can.
Have you seen him on that movie?
No, I don't think I've ever.
That
seen
was
that
like, I
movie.
was like, oh my God, I don't want to fucking do that. Dude, I'm going to do that when I get older.
him.
Yeah. No, it's this like tribal sleeve, and it's like going up to his neck, and he just looks like such a badass. It's
Sick.
like, damn, it's dope.
Last question. I think is a good one.
Okay.
Do you have a specific ritual or mindset you get in before you tattoo a long session?
You know
Yes.
what? I'm starting to realize that you think real highly of us.
I
Yeah.
know.
My ritual before doing a long.
Let's hear it.
Because like you gotta like for people that are not tattoo artists,
Yeah,
that's a good question.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
I have that outside perspective, so
Yeah.
I feel like
And
you're
it's
actually not
lame.
gonna be serious.
No, it's
Go
gonna
ahead.
be 1,000% serious.
Let's
My
hear.
ritual for long session
You can
tattoos
piss me off right now. Go ahead, bud.
is not preparing, showing up fucking late, panic designing, and just fucking seeing what happens.
Amen.
En el nombre del Padre, amen.
For a ritual,
or a mindset.
No.
I've just gotten to the point
For a
where it's just like
long
not thinking
session.
about it. Just going in, you got to do this.
if it's a long session, ideally I would like to have the drawing or at least the drawing done before. Maybe I'll pull the outline, with the client here. But I like to have for something big the drawing already done so I can come in, set up, pull out my needle
Rookie.
sizes.
Fuck you. That's me every tattoo.
Rookie.
I said ideally.
It just doesn't happen.
or
That's what I
some-
want to do.
Yeah, better me. That's what she's doing. Now, what I do though is I pop an Adderall and drink a fucking coffee, and I get the fuck to work.
I've seen Goonies work on a lot of big stuff in the recent years. Like, what do you do?
Jack shit.
I know what she
I
does.
draw ahead of time for
what's
every
up.
appointment.
I know what she does. She goes home from her day before, right?
Yeah.
You drive through somewhere on the way home.
Yep.
Get a little snack.
Taco Bell.
Then
Jack in the Box.
maybe she mimes for a couple hours, and then she wakes up. Maybe a little another snack.
Maybe hit the pen.
And then she
No.
got to draw first. Then she draws for tomorrow's appointment, gets it all done, asks any questions she needs to know before, and then she hits the pen, and then it's Mimi's again. And then she wakes up in the morning. Here it goes. You guys ready for this? Has a half-size can of Coca-Cola to start her day. And then she...
No, we switched to Pepsi.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's politics in this house. Then she has a half can of Pepsi and shows up at the shop, bullies everyone around her.
And gets Jack in the Box without getting Jack in the Box for coworkers.
James, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you say that that's 100% correct?
Yes.
Or what percentage?
Yes, Your Honor. And that is,
Thanks.
and that's not just for big tattoos. I do that every fucking day. That's my routine. Literally my routine every day.
So
Yeah.
you're like Groundhog's Day, Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief, most artists don't fucking draw it until the night before or the day of.
I usually do it. I'll usually sketch the night before.
Yeah.
Do my outline when I get here. I'm usually here an hour before my client gets here, so I can pull that and set up, and then.
Yeah.
But see, James is super artistic.
God,
He has artism.
I'm artistic. Oh, wait.
That's a real word. And this fucking guy, as much as we give him shit, he can draw just about anything on the fly. And if not, he can with a good set of references, he can draw it on the fly.
Yeah. That's me.
this piece of shit.
Pizza shit.
Pizza shit.
So
Yeah, so when people, like, some clients are like, oh, can I see, if it's appointment booked, like, a month in advance, can I see the drawing? It's like, not until your appointment date. Not gonna happen.
well, I'm not doing that shit because you're not gonna pay my deposit. You're not gonna pay $50 and then take it to whatever tat shack down the road so you can get it for
Yeah.
less than I'm gonna do it for. I don't trust people.
But logistically, it just doesn't make sense. That's a lot of people to have to go back and forth with a month in advance.
Right.
Like, I think I did do it when I was younger in my career.
I did too.
But, like, we didn't have the clientele that we do now.
And you
it's
also
just-
don't have the confidence in yourself that you know what you're doing. So you're like looking for that external validation. Like this is what you want, right? This is what you want. Like now people are and at that time people were coming into the shop hoping you're their style. They want to book with you. So you're not sure if you're on the same page. Now people are finding you on IG. They love everything you did. They're coming to you. So fuck yeah, I can draw this anchor or whatever.
Yeah.
While you sit on the couch. And I also do like to kind of have them here. Like all the shit we're talking, like, it's not just about being lazy and we wait till the last minute. Sometimes you need somebody here to draw because there's just no way to communicate,
Yeah.
All that stuff. Like, it's easier for them to be like, oh, no, I wanted this up here or whatever. Tell you real quick.
Yeah. And another reason, maybe we'll cut this out so we don't seem like such assholes. But if you...
Oh, now you're
if you-
worried about being an asshole.
If you get the design a month in advance, you're going to show it to everybody. You're going to show it to so many people with opinions. You're going to develop your own opinions on it, and you're going to want to change it 1,000,000 times.
And some people are haters. Like, people will be so excited and...
Like, I've had it where, like, you send it out, and they're like, I love it, thanks so much, and then, like, come a week later, like, hey, I was kind of thinking this instead, and then it's, like, the next
My
week after
sister's
that.
baby cousin Tracy.
Yeah. Oh, because I saw this, and so it's like, you're going to need to redraw it 1,000,000 times if you get it that far in advance. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but like when they get it done, like how we do it now, they're happy with it.
And whatever they want to change, they can tell you then.
Yeah.
And you can change it right there with them
Yeah.
and take it from there. But anyways, besides that, do you have anything else to add to that little last?
No,
Adderall,
but
maybe?
rolling off of like what you guys were just talking about, don't bring your opinionated fucking boyfriend to the appointment.
Dude, we've gotten so far into this on another episode. Yeah, I hate it. Or don't try to FaceTime your fucking
Baby
your
daddy
sister,
or something.
to give me her opinion because I don't fucking care.
I mean, I don't want to say that I I get it, but I could understand why some people. But man, some
Pacifist.
of these cases are pretty wild. Like they just like you show them the design and they're just like they look at whoever they're with, even if it's like a friend. It's like, hey, like what should I do? And it's like, fool, it's on you, not him.
Yeah, I don't like when they do it when they haven't even decided how they
Yeah.
felt about it. Or like, say you put the design on them and then they're like, babe, like, you haven't even went to look in the mirror. Like,
Yeah.
I could see if they go look in the mirror and they're like, I like it. What do you guys think? You know,
That's
they're just like, they like, I don't know. I mean,
people pleaser vibes.
Right. Like, and whatever you do them, I was going to say you do you, but I mean, you
Yeah.
can do them, whatever. But it's sad to see.
I'll do
'cause it's
them.
just like, you know, but it's sad to see because you're like, are you doing this for you or like
Yeah.
what's happening
Yeah.
here? And I do hate that when somebody's pumped on a design and they have a hater ass friend or like whatever, like, and they shit. Like, you can just tell they're being a hater, you know?
Especially if they don't have tattoos.
Especially when they are like, well, actually, I was thinking, first of all, you're not getting the tattoo. Then they show you something that they were thinking.
Yeah, I was imagining.
And then you have a rebuttal to it, and you're like, the reason I didn't do that is X, Y, Z. And they're, oh, okay. Yeah, then that's cool then. Yeah, I know.
Because I trust you.
Because it's my literal fucking job. Anyways, now that I'm nice and pissed off, you tell these people where they can find you guys.
You
Because
could
we
find
run out the clock.
You could find us on most platforms at Tattoo Budcast. We're on YouTube. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. All the hits, all the bangers. We're there. And we're there
iHeart.
for you. We're there for you, and
Google
we're
Pod.
always gonna be, as long as you give us money because we're broke.
Yeah, this podcast costs a lot.
So
And
yeah,
it's-
send us your sponsors and all that stuff. You could find me on Instagram at I am Jimmyj Jam. I have my information in my bio where you could learn how to book for me. You could buy some T-shirts, sweatshirts, artwork, all kinds of shit.
Bangas.
Yeah, and you know my bud over here, Sanae. You want to tell them where to find you?
Yeah, at Sanae_Kwai on Instagram. And then you can find our shop. All three of us work at Dreamland Art Company or
Art Co.
Dreamland Art Co. on Instagram. Book with me in my bio. I have some travel dates coming up. I'll be in Arizona at a convention. I think Jimmyj Jam will be there. He's also going to be in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Just pay attention to our IGs. I'm also coming back to Eva Beach on Oahu. So check that out or look out for that. And I had one more thing to say. Oh, yeah. If you want to do some kind of product placement or, sponsor the show at any capacity, we have all different tiers for sponsors. Something we can definitely work out with your budget. Hit us up. The best way to get in contact with us would be DM on IG. And now our little bud Goons.
Goons, do you have anything coming up in the next few months or so?
No, I'm not that fancy.
When we're-
You can find me on Instagram at @ohmy_Goonies.
Oh.
And when will your voice be back?
This week I hope.
All right, you want to sign off for us?
How do I do that?
What is it? You're watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you in your next session.
You're watching the Tattoo Budcast. We'll see you at the next session.
No, at your next session. Don't fuck it up, dude.
Oh, for
Dude, have
fuck!
respect for us.
At your next session.
Here, take it. Just on my browser. No, and I'm also watching you, so don't stay out of my photo albums. Because you're fucking nasty.
But trust me, they're not good.
But trust me.
But trust me.
What's butt trust?
But trust.
It's like,
That's
a
like
trust fall onto a dick.
like it's sharing a room with somebody and sleeping on your stomach.